Welcome back, everybody, to another Peak Play. The game that we're going to be checking out today is Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. This game just came out, so I'm glad to, check it out and all that. It's kind of been on my radar, but it hasn't been like one of those games that got me like super excited and all that. But it's always nice to finally see a new IP come out. You know, it almost feels like once in a blue moon, but if you ever check out the indie scene, all they have is new IPs. But to see it on more of either, I guess you would say this is, I wouldn't know if they consider this either a AA or a AAA game. It's probably sitting kind of like in the nesting point of like both of those, because I don't know what the budget is with this game. But yeah, I always wanted to kind of see if this is going to be a game that will be like almost a sleeper hit for me, and I absolutely fall in love with this game, or is it going to be a dull experience that puts me to the point to where it's like, okay, let's just wrap this up and finish the game, or maybe not even finish it. I'm one of those people that is very rare for me to not finish a game that I either own or I have access to. So it would be very rare for me to do so. But there are some games like that. So with Flintlock, we're going to be checking it out. First things first, as usual, when it comes to Peak Plays, let's go through the settings and see what the settings will provide for people with either accessibilities or language barriers and etc. So let's see. Camera shift to match movement direction. You can turn that off or on. Camera centers on the selected object. So I'm assuming there's probably lock on things like that as well. Brake lock on brake lock on when initiating a sprint. Okay. I see how they're wording that. HUD display mode, always on, dynamic. So always on, navigation, quest log, and combat HUD elements are always visible except during conversations. Dynamic navigation and quest logs are always available except during conversations. Combat HUD elements will dynamically appear as requested. See, that's what I like. I usually like a very dynamic HUD, if not very minimalistic HUD, and dynamic HUDs tend to help you with that. And then you have minimal waypoints, quest markers, and target points are visible. All other elements appear only when new information is relevant. So yeah, you got that too. And then you have immersive, no HUD elements on screen except conversation options. So you can, this is pretty much the option for those who pretty much know the mechanics, pretty much know the danger signs of when your character is going to either die or something like that. Hopefully it has those indications like, oh, my character's about to die, I probably should heal, and if you can't see the health bar, it's a different story. We're going to put it on dynamic. Actually, I probably shouldn't change anything just to show you guys how the game is the way they wanted you to intend to play it without, of course, changing any of the options. So you can also turn off the vibration of your controller and everything, so you can do that. Controls. Looks like you can custom keybind, which is always a big necessity. It's always great to see it when games do that. You can also view your controls as well. There's your controller layout when it comes to at least the Xbox version. Most likely pretty similar to PlayStation as well, just with different buttons. Then you have your camera sensitivity. You can invert your stuff like a communist. Let's see. Cursor sensitivity, you got your dead zones, so in case you have some controller drifting issues, you can fix that stuff a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, you can kind of help that out. And then you can swap menu and inventory inputs and swap left and right sticks. All right, so graphics, this is mainly, your PlayStation and your Xbox options or something like that. Most likely, if you're going to play this on PC, I think it's available on PC. Most likely it is. Of course, other options, but we have your performance mode and you have your quality mode. Quality mode usually locks it in around, it usually tries to do 60 frames per second, but it will usually lock it in at 30 frames per second at 40K. Yeah, not 40K, 4K resolution. But we're going to do it on performance mode because never play a game under 60 frames per second ever again. Try to anyway. Then motion blur, I would probably keep this on, but usually when I stream and all that, motion blur has a tendency to get people either sick and it also has a tendency to like mess with frame rate, so you usually want to turn that off if you want to have a nice slick 60 frames. I'll apply that. We also have overall volume. You can change the music, sound effects, and voice individually. Accessibility, let's see. Friendly UI tint, you can change the colors of friendlies, dangers, and secondaries. Blood effects, you can turn that on and off in case you are not a person of, well, you can't take blood well, or if a kid wants to play. That's usually if there's like blood or gore, you can toggle those on or off. It's mainly for kids, so yeah, you can have that. You can show subtitles during conversations. You can turn all that on or off. Passive dialogue, and also showed subtitles during that. So they have a lot of subtitle options and all that. You can change text size. You have medium, large, small. Of course, I don't know, for some reason, usually when you have that, there's usually almost like a preview of like how much does it actually change it. I guess you have to play around with that while you're playing. Then you have text backing opacity. That's pretty much your background for your text. You can change that partial, full, or none. We'll do partial because that's like they usually try and do like 30 opacity when it comes to text backgrounds of semi-translucent. Text language, oh yeah, and it doesn't look like, from what I've noticed, let me go back here. Oh, I wonder if there's only one language when it comes to voice dialogue, but when it comes to text dialogue, you can go English. Let's see, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so about 11. That's pretty standard. It's usually always either 11 or 12 when it comes to languages, text-based. And then if games have multiple language options, it ranges between 3 to 6. Usually if you have a pretty good company that doesn't mind spending a little bit of extra money on language dialogue, you can always do that. But yeah, I noticed no language options for voices. So it seems like there's only one language option when it comes to the speaking dialect. Alright, let's jump into it. So, what's the difference between story, normal, and possessed? I love how possessed has 3 skulls right next to it. The story, for players who want to enjoy the story without being overwhelmed by combat. Achievements cannot be earned in story difficulty. Wait a minute. So if you play in story difficulty, especially if you're playing on Xbox, maybe even PlayStation, they turn those off. That is actually pretty interesting. So if you're an achievement whore or a trophy hunter, you're fucked. If you can't play on normal, they're not going to give you shit. That is wild. I have never seen a game where they completely turn off the reward system, where it's like, oh, you've done nothing in this game. So that's interesting. Normal difficulty for players who want a balanced but challenging experience. And then possessed difficulty is for those looking to test themselves against a punishing experience. So yeah, I guess, and just like most games, possessed is either for the masochistic or your second or third playthrough. So once you kind of get the feel of the game and everything, that's usually what I do too. So usually when I play a game a second or third time around, I tend to go to the hardest experience, and possessed might not even be the hardest playthrough, or at least the difficulty, because some games, it used to be almost every game where after you beat a game for the first time, you unlock a different difficulty or a mode. Don't know if it's like that in this game. Someone could probably look it up right now due to the fact that the game is out now. You probably have that information at hand. But yeah, that's pretty much your situation there. But yeah, very interesting that story turns off all achievements. You can't earn shit. So either play on normal or play on possessed. So we're gonna play on normal, see how the balancing is when it comes to difficulty. If it feels like the game needs to be harder, then yeah, go switch to possessed. I am kind of wondering though if you can switch difficulties while in the middle of the game, and if that will affect like your achievements and all that too. So of course you can go do all that stuff. You can review all your settings again before starting the game. We'll start the game now.
No, for 10 bitter years since the dead broke through the door, I've promised you peace. Today, I'm making good on it. Sama hatched a plan to blow up the door, to cut the dead off forever. Halin and I volunteered. We probably won't make it back, but I would rather take my chances than leave you in this broken world. You deserve more than a letter you'll never receive. But we both know you would never let me go. I lived a long life, but never a full one. Not until I found you. Promise me you'll live, Noor. I'm off to earn my rest. Baz.
Action front!
Aim! Fire!
No, she's not accepting anyone.
Just pretend I shoved you, all right? You sent Baz and Harlin to the door to the Great Below.
I don't have time for this, Vanek.
Requesting permission to...
Denied.
Baz can't fight at his age. Harlin can't cover for him and blow the door at the same time. I'm the best sapper you've got and you know it.
Return to your station, Vanek. Was that?
Can't have been them. The blast came from too low, wasn't nearly loud enough.
I see.
They're late, aren't they? Just give the order.
All right, then. All right. Follow the trenches to the old fort. Stop for nothing and no one, understood?
Yes, Field Marshal.
Sapper run! Clear the way! No rest till dawn!
No rest till dawn!
Alrighty then. Looks like I need to move the camera, so let me move that real quickly so you guys can see the hood. Alright, so Alright. So it looks like we have our health bar to the left, some type of either collectible or currency to right on the bottom of it. We have a compass. We have our objective on the top right. Looks like maybe some healing flask on up on D-pad. We have our hatchet to right on D-pad and our pistol down on D-pad, and left is empty. And it looks like there might be like, maybe 3 shots for the pistol, and then it may be a cooldown system. I'm not sure. So we're gonna go through the trenches. Kind of remind me of a little bit of like World War One, maybe before World War One, kind of like vibe going on. There's some deep trenches though.
Panic! I thought you died!
Sorry to disappoint.
Thought you'd been dead. Let's see, frontline report. All that stuff too. Looks like we can access our inventory now. Oh, there's a photo mode. So anyone interested in photo mode, do that. Okay, here we go. So this is our inventory menu. As you can see, very sparse right now. Wonder if there's a way to speed up the cursor on console. I think you could probably... Oh, can't use D-pad, so you have to use the radio cursor in order to move around and select things. So that could be a little tedious. You might be able to change the sensitivity, but yeah. Can't access skill or map yet. You can access the quest menu. We have main quest, sapper quest, side quest, and then your training. Looks like you have health and all that. Yeah, of course, the whole health system, melee. We'll be pretty much we'll get introduced to all this, so I'm not too worried. I think I just need to pass through here. I think. Hopefully the quest marker updates. Yeah, I was like, I'm sure I don't need to do anything. Why is the quest marker still behind me? Oh, did I go backwards? I think I went backwards. That's why I want the quest marker to update. Maybe it didn't update because I was going the wrong way. Yeah, there it goes. That was a weird slide. She slides not on her glutinous maximus. Alright, they're introducing us to guns, firearms. So it's right trigger to fire, primary. Shooting a primary firearm consumes a black powder charge. So yeah, it looks like black powder charges are restored by hitting enemies with melee attacks. Alright, so you can't just necessarily like do all your combat with ranged attacks. It looks like you're gonna be, well, if you want to earn any kind of ranged attack ability, you're gonna have to force yourself to do some close combat. So they're gonna mix it up for you. Yeah, purposely mix it up. What? I can't shoot. Oh, there we go. I guess I had to lock on to a different barrel. Whoa!
Bastard! Can't even aim right!
Okay. Oh, okay, so melee attacks are this. Pistol disrupt. So it's effective disrupting enemy attacks. So I guess when they're in the middle of attacking, disrupt their thing. Okay. And so they're just knocked out of their current attack. I don't know if it does anything interesting or not. So let's try that.
Not so tough now, are you?
Reputation. So renowned experience, so you can spend on... Okay, so it's obtaining skills and items. Reputation, you gain reputation when defeating enemies, complete quest, and overcome challenges. You can build your reputation multiplier by performing different actions. Let's see, the multiplier increases the amount of reputation you gain. And claim it by holding left on D-pad. Alright, so when you take damage, your reputation multiplier resets. So looks like one of those things where you're pretty much building up a combo and making sure you don't get hit. If you get hit, you're gonna lose that multiplier. When you die, you lose all claimed reputation. To recover it. Okay, so this is where the souls element kind of comes into play. Alright. So that's where the souls element begins. The thing is though, from what I've heard, this game's not really a Souls-like game, but it has souls elements kind of like what you just saw. But for the most part, a lot of people have been...
Rest now.
A lot of people have been saying that... Oh, she didn't shoot. Shoot. Let's try that again. She's not shooting. Okay, fine. Oh, it wasn't fully charged. Okay, it has to be gold in order to fire your pistol. I'm like, why aren't you shooting? Put him up. Well. Ooh, that's a lot of dudes. Alright, not anymore. Good. Oh, I wanted to shoot the barrel. Anything down there? Any collectible or anything? No. I was kind of hoping. Well, it looks like your standard movement's pretty slow, but not a problem. Wait, is that an invisible wall? Yo, this game has invisible walls. What? Ah, block and parry. How do you block? Left bumper? So, let's see. Block damage done and can be until... Okay, so you can get knocked out of your stance if you sustain the damage. And I guess parrying... So, what's the, wonder what the window is for that.
You picked the wrong fight.
Oh, alright. I timed that really badly. I was like, why isn't he taking damage? I guess I had to kill him with counters. It's like, why isn't he dying? Alright, so we have a counter and blocking and parrying system and all that, which is, you know, standard. Now we have break attack. So these are pretty much unblockables or parry, so you can't parry or block these. Dangerous attack indicator is pretty much a red attack indicator. The safest way to deal with break attacks is disrupt it by shooting, or most likely dodging too. But yeah, you probably want to.
Come and get it!
See. Oh shit. Oh, they want me to dodge so before I can even kill it.
What's you doing here?
Oh. Is that the person we're trying to find? Let me heal real quickly.
I'm here to kick your ass for leaving me behind.
I can't let you through. You could get killed.
You could get killed. Did you even think about that?
No, please. This whole mission, it's just...
Just pull the damn gate up!
Seraph is here.
both of them.
Small favors.
So this standard issue to have a hatchet and pistol. Some of them have rifles.
Nor, go back. You're not ready for this.
And Yahara is.
Oh, that's Baz.
Listen here, you little trench filler.
Keep it down. The shimmering wall's bad enough. You want to bring the dead on our heads?
The shimmering... what?
Are we pretty close to the... Oh, I guess we're getting closer to the actual, like, gate. Or door. Is it called the gate or door they're trying to destroy?
What is that?
Some kind of mall. It's not...
What have you done?
Getting us through.
Shoot the damn thing. Why, she's gonna get everyone killed.
Glowing. Why are they glowing?
souls below.
These bodies, they've been here for years. The dead must have gotten them while they were fleeing the city.
They look smashed.
Claw marks?
The dead don't do that.
Keep your eyes peeled, will you?
Kind of looks like claw marks.
Probably still around.
Okay. This game doesn't look too bad though. It's not like jaw-dropping when it comes to graphic fidelity, but it doesn't look bad.
All set!
Everyone get clear! Holes below.
Is that an Egyptian god? Is that a sphinx? Guardian of the door.
Hey! Hey, Harlan! You still with me?
Yes! That thing is...
Snap out of it, Harlan!
No rest till dawn! No rest till
No
dawn!
rest till dawn!
Oh shit, are we actually gonna fight this? I have a feeling we're gonna have to lose this.
Come at me.
Oh! I don't know, we might not have a choice.
Up! Gotta get up!
Oh, good God, we're gonna lose. I don't have any healing items too. What the fuck? Can we not do anything? What is that? Oh, it's like a black hole. Yeah, we can't do shit. You're meant to lose that fight.
Harlan, don't! Where in the pits am I? You wouldn't know, would you?
Follow me.
I'm sorry, what? Hey! Hey! Hey, wait!
I dragged you out of the river.
Oh.
You were unconscious for a while.
Was there anyone else with me?
You were alone. No matter. You'll have to do.
Do? What am I going to do, exactly?
Your kind meddled where you shouldn't. Destroyed the barrier that the gods contained.
Oh, we fucked up.
Barrier. You mean that shimmering wall?
So it was you.
We couldn't... I didn't know.
The damage is done. Now you must mend it.
So that barrier was to contain, not to... It wasn't like a defensive mechanism, it was a containment. Oh, we fucked up. So we pretty much let that god be free, or whatever it is. Or maybe it was trying to protect it. We've never even seen the god yet, or gods.
The god you unleashed is called Uru. It is his army of the dead that has been laying waste to Dawn. The source of all your suffering.
And how is it that you know all of this?
Because I am a god too.
You! Tiny, talking... fox thing. You're a god.
There are lesser and greater gods. My name is Enki. You probably haven't heard of me. Consider me your chance at redemption.
Your kind ravaged my city. My world. Killed everyone I've ever loved. Every breath I take from here on will be spent exacting my revenge on the gods. What's to stop me starting with you?
Nothing.
Sure, she's Kratos.
Death to gods.
the smartest this
You
year.
stand no chance against a god. Let me help you.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you. As long as Uru is free, your world is in mortal peril. Help me seal him away. Stem the tide of destruction. It's the least you can do.
You have a deal. Any hint of trickery and I'll be burying this axe into your skull.
I would expect nothing less.
Now how do we get out of here?
This way.
Oh yeah, it's quite.
I never asked your name.
I want to do that.
Norm. My name's Norm.
And the axe.
Nor of your business.
I'm a sapper. I fight in
Sapper.
trenches, tunnels. Lots of uses for an axe down there.
You're a capable warrior then.
I'm efficient.
Come here. Hand me some of your black powder.
What for?
You'll see.
And just hand it to him.
Good. Now, try keeping up.
Keep up how?
Oh. Oh, we have a map now. So, what are these symbols? I can't see it. Breach? I like how it's above me, but the menu's in the way. Is that something they need to fix? They probably need to fix that. We have skills. Let's see, what is this? So this isn't a skill. This is a skill we've acquired. Press B while dodging to perform a double dodge. Okay, so dodge. And then we have press A while jumping to perform a second jump, double jumping, which can increase your jump height and distance. Yeah, it's pretty much double jumping. So we have double jumping, we have double dodging, and press B while airborne to perform an aerial dodge. So I guess while you're in midair, here's the thing I haven't really tested yet. I wonder if we have iframes while we dodge. If we don't have iframes while we dodge, hopefully when you're dodging in midair, so let's say you're jumping towards an enemy that the enemy has already wound up for an attack and is about to land it, can you dodge left or right if you're moving forward? So I guess we'll have to practice that, test it out. I don't think there's nothing saying that I have any points to spend, but I could probably put in something. Next we have blocking stance and all that, and then we have dodge attack. Can perform a quick melee attack out of a dodge or outer a dodge. Oh, okay, so it does have cost. That will cost me 2,500, and this one pretty much the same. We only have 672, so we can't invest in anything. Alright. Oh, there we go. So I guess that's a powder mobility. Alright. Oh, so you can probably do a double jump and then a dodge afterwards. So let's try that out.
Used it with an inkling of magic. It should help us get around.
Oh, you can. So in case I want to combine that further into like I can pretty much do a triple jump.
It actually exists. Uru the Ravager.
A title he's rightfully earned.
It was in every storybook they read to me when I was bad.
And now he's loose.
Can I break things? I can. Just nothing in them. So falling is dangerous. If you fall too far, you'll take damage, often fatal. So you do have fall damage. Fall cancel. Oh, there you go. So you have that. And break your fall just before landing to reduce. Alright. Ooh, I almost hit the ground. I had to time that a little bit earlier. She does carry momentum when she falls. Sliding's a little funky. So witherings. Witherings are powerful magical abilities unique to Enki. To use witherings, you need to to build Enki's withering gauge. So there's a gauge to okay. There's a gauge to the bottom right. Alright. So it looks like her combination is going to be Y and left bumper.
There.
Holy hell in a handbasket.
The dead shouldn't be here. Where is this place? How far are we from the trenches?
Things have changed while you were unconscious.
How much time has passed? It's like, has time passed quite a bit? Do we not know about certain things? That'd be wild if time has passed considerably. Ooh, almost didn't make that. Yeah, baya. Priming enemies. So there's a priming gauge. Press Y to attack with ink. Okay. Interesting. Let's go back a bit. So it builds a priming gauge. So when their priming gauge is full, enemies is primed. Use any of your attack buttons. Do a critical attack against them. Okay, so if I want to do more damage to an enemy before I attack, I prime them.
Why did that one go down so easily?
I marked them for death. Help speed up the process.
Is he like the god of death? Is our little buddy here the god of death and decay? Armored enemies. Okay. So they can reduce. Looks like you want to prime them first. And destroying their armor with critical attacks. Alright.
Here they come. Stay alert until then.
So there is a little bit of a cooldown when it comes to the priming. Alright. Looks like there is a checkpoint system in the game. So you can rest, change equipment, and acquire new skills. It's kind of like a bonfire system. Okay, you can also save at these checkpoints. When you're defeated, you'll return to pretty much your last checkpoint. Alright, so that's where another point of Souls-like. Yeah, it's a little bit of your Souls-like. So you can rest. Okay, so restore health and supplies, claim reputation, and resets enemies in the world. So yeah, this is where it's a little bit more Souls-like than I thought it was going to be, but it seems like the actual combat right now is kind of more along the line of action role-playing. you know, an action game. So yeah, we've already looked at all that. Is there an actual ability that we can actually invest in? Oh, we exactly have 2,500 points. That's convenient. Then we have a charge shot. Let's see. We charge up a shot. The longer you charge, the more damage the shot, more powerful dodge becomes. Let's see. A rend spirit. So if you hold, so it suspends unarmored enemies in the air by holding Y. This consumes Enki's charge, but quickly builds withering. You're pretty much your withering gauge. So we could do that. I want to get that. So it seems like every time you invest in, I guess, the Steel Branch, your melee damage goes up. Anytime you, of course, invest in magic, your magic damage goes up. And anytime you invest in powder, your range damage goes up. That's what it looks like. So cool. And we can do fast travel. So there's a fast traveling system in place. Huh. I'm wondering if you can go back to these older areas in order to do something like this. And here's your map legend. So you have player direction, quest marker, campsites, hamlet, lodestone breach, Cebu. So we got shrines, ancestor, Enki feather, a revenant, bandit outpost, waypoint, and a lost reputation. So I guess anytime you die, the lost reputation thing will appear, and then you can claim that stuff. So, Survivor's Guilt. That is our current quest right now. No other thing going on. And then, of course, more training, so you can always revert back to anything they've been introducing you to. And I don't think we have anything new except for this. You can open the Wither too, but I'm pretty sure we only have one thing. But it looks like you can have, like, what is it? Is there different forms of Enki? Because it's pretty interesting that you can kind of, well, you can't really select and like go to another menu. And then there's going to be something right here for most likely Enki as well. So there's going to be 2 more of these. And is it going to be there's some kind of different, maybe throwables, like, smoke grenades, flash grenades, or just grenades in general, maybe, or maybe these are different kind of ammunitions. Not sure there. So we have one melee weapon here, and I have a feeling you could probably have a secondary weapon, maybe like a heavier weapon, or maybe even a lighter weapon right here too. I'm not sure about that yet, or maybe an application to it. And then looks like they're all kind of tied together, if you noticed. So there's like 3 little slots here, and you have something that all combines to it, all affects each other. Because I noticed with these 2, they're connected to each other, but they're not connected to the pistol. So I'm not too sure. Well, let's proceed and see if any of it gets answered.
Some respite.
So, well, it seems like that one enemy is not coming back, unless I go backwards.
Finally, we're out. Is that smoke?
Oh, look at all the fire.
It's way past the country. The Coalition would never.
The dead spilled out of the door when Uru was freed. The Coalition didn't even stand a chance.
I did this. Time to put it right.
Nope. Okay, I have a feeling I need to go down there. No, yeah, should probably claim my little bitty rewards. Hamlets. Small communities. Sieged by hostile forces. Fight your way through enemy forces to find the enemy leader. Defeat the enemy leader and restore safety to the hamlet and allow its inhabitants to return. So it's like providing freedom for the people. A hamlet, as you could say. Defeat the leader. Ooh, he was about to do a little bit of a nasty move there. So, I guess sometimes it's better not to, oh shit. Not to, oh. Okay, so you can throw that shit. Oh. What the fuck? Fucking hurt. Right, let's try and, oh man. Let me get that timing down. Is that the, oh, didn't mean to heal. I kind of wasted that. Is that the boss? Port Solace.
We should check the coffee shop, call everyone back.
So I guess these areas instantly change. They become little safe havens. So wow, we are. Oh, so you actually have physical. I guess if you're kind of beat up, you kind of show that. So coffee shops. At the heart of every hamlet is a coffee shop. My kind of joint. Alright, after defeating, let's say, enemy leader, coffee shop will open, unlocking a new checkpoint. What the hell is that thing at the coffee shop? Okay, inside the coffee shop, talk to the host to restore your health and gain a reward. And purchase new clothing. Alright, furthermore, the host may provide you with latest rumors in the area, unlocking new side quests. Even though this isn't strictly a Souls-like game, there is still a heavy abundance of like what feels like Souls-like. So I guess if you want an in-between of a Souls-like game and an action adventure game, this is probably your cup of tea.
Bless you, girl. The dead came over us like a wave. If it hadn't been for you...
Best not celebrate just yet. This whole mess is far from over.
I'll let the other hosts know.
She have 8 arms?
Keep an eye out for you.
No,
In the meantime,
10, because there's 2 holding the mask.
one good deed deserves another.
Or, I don't know if I counted that. Ooh, a healing flask. Oh, she increased the amount of healing flask I have. So instead of, what, 2, now I have 3 healing flasks? Fantastic. Guess we'll go to the shop, see what she's providing. So let's see. Black pirate jacket, red. Doesn't seem like there's a difference with these. Brown, yellow. Oh, privates, not pirate. Privates. Red or black. I like my black, but it seems like the environment we're in is pretty hot. So either I would go like, I would probably go either yellow or red. Alright. So is it just cosmetic? Do they not really provide anything? Blue, yellow, and then, wait, do they not have a red? Guess we'll go black. Oh, cool. Leave that.
Always a treat to see.
Oh my god, you're alive.
No, it really is you. Over here.
Baz! Baz, your leg.
Blast took most of it. Infection got the rest. I knew you'd made it. I knew it.
Did anyone else make it? Did Harlan?
He fought to the end. Got that winged bastard good.
No.
I'm sorry, no. Pity me if I'd lost you.
We're wasting time. With the dead loosed, we have no chance of reaching Uru.
Souls below. It's talking? What is that thing? I saw it fighting with you outside.
He's a god. He's gonna help me drag Uru back into the great below.
Is that so? Tell me, little god. Can you wipe the dead away
Where is he?
with a stroke?
Oh, he's right
Throw
there.
away the walls of dawn with a swish from your tail.
I...
If we're going up against an army, we'll need a proper fighting force. 3 Peaks is the only place that's still got one.
That's a month's ride from here, Baz.
2 weeks. If you cut through Satrap's wind and travel light. I know a couple of guides that can take us.
Is it a 2-week journey? Have the travel to 3 Peaks in 2 weeks. Alright. Okay, I guess we'll travel.
Our worst fears came true. When the Coalition's lines broke, the dead spilled into the world. It took every treacherous back road I knew to dodge their hordes. To push them back, we'd need an army. The only place that still had one was 3 Peaks. A hard place, breeding harder people. Its knights are the oldest and greatest army in the world. Conquered most of it even. Now they rest on their laurels, rich off the fortune in black powder under the kneeling keep. 2 grueling weeks later, we were in sight of their capital, the city of Rit. Let's hope they'll help us save the world. Maybe then Nor will forgive herself.
Okay, so there's your fast traveling system and everything, which we kind of got a little bit of a peek of. Quickly, newly discovered locations become visible in your map.
Right. Which way to Rid?
We've barely had time to set up camp. At least get some food in you first.
What is that?
Coalition needs that army, Baz. The sooner we get them the help they need, the better.
Can you hold on until I've checked your axe and gun?
They're fine, Baz. I need to...
Just needs a bit of wood.
Hmm.
Won't even take a minute.
So it looks like there's a upgrading mechanic too. So let's see. We need wood.
An interesting find.
It's wood. How's that interesting? Sulfur. And then iron, right? Okay. So let's look at the upgrading mechanic.
Right then. Let me take a look.
So upgrading, you can upgrade weapons and armor. Upgrading improves your equipment, allowing you to face greater challenges. That would be nice. Upgrading requires a mix of reputation and resources. Explore the world to find any iron, sulfur, and wood. So that seems to be the three main materials you need other than reputation. So for right now, it looks like I can just upgrade my weapons. So from 40 to 44 damage. So we got that. So it looked like my weapon, at least my hatchet or axe, needs just wood and reputation. And then for the pistol, it looks like iron and sulfur. I wonder if that will mix up after a little bit. But yeah, the pistol seems to do a lot more damage than the axe itself. Alright, cool. So the next time I need to upgrade this, I'll need at least 10 iron and 2 wood. Oh, so this will be requiring a rotation of different materials per, you know, weapon and all that.
The trail ahead leads to the city. You can request an audience with the judges there. Meanwhile, I'll talk to some of my people in the keep. Grease the wheels if I have to.
You know people in the Kneeling Keep.
The perks of running with scumbags in my youth. Some of them got to very high places. I'll meet you at Pilgrim's Bend when I'm done, alright?
Don't take too long.
We don't have to split up, you know. You could come with me.
Now you want me with you? After leaving me behind in Dawn?
That mission was suicide at best. Sama should never have let you join us.
So you'd just be... gone. You didn't even write to say goodbye.
No, believe me. I started writing that letter 100 times. But I could never finish it, so I said nothing. And thank mercy you found me, because I'd never have forgiven myself for it.
Play Sebo.
How about some Sebo?
I'm guessing this is like a little game. So what's Sebo? Oh, so you need to make riffs. This is a popular game played through the world. Look for a coffee shop, hamlet, streets, and world opponents within. Alright. Let's see. Win matches against different opponents to earn reputation. Let's see. Each opponent you defeat, the reputation reward increases. Okay, so the reputation reward is pretty minimal right now, but eventually get better over time. Interact with wells in the world for special coins. Oh, interesting. Unique abilities and all that too. Alright. So a traditional game that symbolizes the passage into the great below. To win, let's see, players must... yeah, they must form a triangle rift. Give the coins a purpose. Okay. Goal is to create a triangle rift with 3 coins. So most likely I need to form a triangle rift before my opponent. He looks like he has the advantage. Look at that. Look at that shit. Huh. So did he win? It looks like I only have like a certain amount of movements before I can like win or lose, I guess. Ah, here we go. Oh, I've made the rift, but I noticed that they do count your turns. So your goal is to block your opponent from forming a triangle. So, okay. So now I'm on the defensive. Okay. So there's a defensive aspect, and then there is a offensive aspect. Oh, I fucked up. Didn't even see that. Okay. Hmm. Damn it. Well, shit. I think he's got me. I'm apparently not good at this game. Aha. Yeah, I would definitely have to do a little better on that. You have 10 turns. Shit. So those are good. I see what he's trying to do. Don't move that one. Aha, I won. Cool. All right, it's a little tricky, but once you start seeing the patterns and all that, it's pretty simple. It's a very simple game. It's just it takes a little bit. All right, so for my next upgrades, we at least 2,500. All right, let's look at the map real quickly. Pretty sizable area from what it looks like. Oh, pretty sizable area, damn. This is a very big area.
You didn't sleep last night? Or the night before that?
Well, I couldn't. Not with you scampering about.
Sleeplessness only makes you a liability. You should.
I'm all right.
Without sleep, you're useless to me.
The bridge is gone. Damn.
I have a better idea. Touch that skull for me.
All right.
Oh. Rift travel.
What was that?
It's called a rift. On to the next one.
Is this even safe?
Mostly, yes.
Oh, shit.
Souls below. I could get used to this.
You might just have to.
So, alright.
Halt, Outlander. State your purpose.
I need to see the judges. It's urgent coalition business.
The Coalition has been declared an enemy of the Kneeling Keep
Since when? Why?
for heretical possession and use of black powder weapons being an affront to Ramuha, goddess of the peaks. Do not resist.
This is ridiculous. You can't do this.
Bailiff, restrain her. Stop her in Ramuha's name.
Nope.
Hit was that?
They mentioned Ramuha, another god. She must have also escaped Dawn when the barrier fell.
Another one. I let out another one, and the knights are on her side already. I have to stop her, Enki. Before I can get to Uru, I have to stop her.
Perhaps Baz fared better.
So do humans come back?
Some respite.
Because that'd be interesting if humans come back. No. Seem to be permanently dead. So I'm assuming this is the main city, but we're not pretty much welcome there. I'm just gonna follow the main path for now. I think if I follow this path... Ooh, what's this? Favors. So this is ancestors or souls. Let's go. One. Okay. So favors are lost when you rest. You'll need to visit them. Reputation bonus applied. Very nice. Yeah, we need to look around for resources because that's going to be very important. Hello.
Watch out, Nor.
Shielded enemies. Prevent all damage. Oh, they can prevent all damage. Alright, you can knock them out of a shield stance by stunning or parrying them.
Give me a moment.
Alright. Do. Okay. Oh, there's a person here. Oh, that's how'd he get here? Did they explain how you got here so fast?
There's another god. She's in the peaks already.
It's worse than that. Ramuha's in the Kneeling Keep itself. No one's allowed in there anymore except her and the judges. Coming here was a mistake. We need to leave. Try somewhere else.
I'm not going anywhere. Not while Ramuha's wreaking havoc at the peaks.
What about you, Enki? Are you going to let her drag you into this?
Not to my death, certainly. But I share her sentiment.
Well, you aren't going to get anything done unless you get into Rit. And the city is swarming with knights. We need someone to sneak us in. And I know just the one. His name is Young, former forge master of the keep. Last I heard, he'd hold up in Mudfish, but every road to it is blocked.
Like that's ever stopped us. All I need is a barrel of black powder and I can breach through.
There's a fort down the road. If the knights have been confiscating black powder, they'll definitely have a stash there.
Okay, so I kind of pretty much looked up how long this game is. And surprisingly, it's not actually as long as a lot of people think it would probably be. Flintlock is no particularly long of a game, just over 13 hours long, with all side quests done to standard difficulty, but that means the skill tree keeps giving you stuff at a nice clip, or, you know, a pace. So the game's not super long. So you could probably finish this in about, you know, if you have a 2-3 lengthy sessions, you could probably finish it. Just depends on what you're all doing. But it seems like, at least from what that post said and everything, you can finish in like 2 sittings within, you know, doing everything. So surprisingly, not a super duper long game. I don't know with like how big these areas are though. It seems it would be longer, but I don't know. Alright, we're gonna explore just a little bit more. See if I can find some other stuff. And then there's this. I don't know. We probably don't have the ability to do, I guess, breaches or whatever it's called. What was that? Assuming enemy.
Put 'em up.
I assume. Ah, and there's another favor here.
Splendid. We'll make good use of this.
Very nice. So about 2,000 reputation right now. Definitely don't want to die. Origins of Faith. Wonder if there's stuff up there. Let's see. Most likely it's another path to somewhere else. Just wanted to see. So you can get on top of the gate area. Ramparts stuff. There's gotta be something up here. Wouldn't just allow you to... okay. It's to go over there. Wherever that lead. Don't know. What's up with, okay, it's ancestors. Oh, oh, oh. There's something right there.
I'll just take this.
Buttons? Conscript's buttons. There's your sliding mechanic. So this is my objective area. Oh, what? Oh.
Eyes peeled, North.
So am I having to search through this area? What is the overall goal? Probably maybe the tower. That's what I'm assuming. Okay, interact with it. I don't think we can climb it either. Wait, you can get reputation by sliding? Or at least percentages? Interesting. You don't get points for it, but... Oh! Oop. Shit. Could have been worse. Is this what I'm looking for? Ah.
Look at this.
Harbinger's axe. Guess we'll have to compare them. Oh.
What is it?
It's mine is what it is.
Interesting. It's like it has like an element to it. Oop. Guess that's what I was looking for. Oh, yeah, you can switch between weapons you find. Now let's see if we go into our inventory. We go here. So it applies burn, it looks like. So damage of 35. This has a damage of 44, but I think with the addition of burn usually with most games has sustainable damage, so they burn over time. We'll have to mess around with that. Oh. Seems like we have some other stuff too. Oh, okay, that's our old equipment. Got that. There's nothing else new here. Okay, here we go. Okay. So the buttons are meant to be traded. You can trade. Oh, you can trade immediately. And do all that stuff. So I guess in case I need like reputation right away, I could do that. I do want to try this new weapon out. I think I saw an enemy right here.
You asked for it.
Here we go. Oh no, I'm not seeing the burn being applied here. Just floating rocks. Seems like a slight little issue there, design-wise. Aw, I can't break the box. That's a rib key. Well, kind of a torso.
I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
Switch back to my other weapon. I didn't really see the effects being applied, so hasn't won me over.
It's madness. Why would they take away all the black powder?
If black powder can tear down the barrier at dawn, it can harm a god. Simply eliminating a threat.
So I have a feeling we can use this black powder. Yep. So this is, we have to acquire black powder to do breaches. So we place that.
You alright?
Just a little loud for my tastes.
We just gained a shit ton of reputation for that. Breach. There's some wood. Got a group of enemies over there. Enemies right there. Wonder if you can unlock a... Let me look at the thing real quickly. Might be a little shortcut here. So if there's a way to lift that gate, that might be a shortcut of sorts. I won't play this game for too much longer. I'm just gonna see what else is gonna be introduced. Right. Oh shit!
You're good at killing. Do you enjoy it?
Killing's dirty work, Enki. I only do it because I have to.
I see. Then how should I kill Ramuha when we get to her?
Quick as you can. Back of the head or straight to the heart. No one deserves to suffer.
No matter what?
No matter what.
Do do do.
You're in my way.
Oh. Okay, we'll keep pressing on, and then there's a checkpoint. It's fantastic. Okay, do a quick little rest and see if we have any, like, I don't know, enough material. Should. So we can unlock the charge shot, so we'll do that. And then for the next one, oh, we can do that as well. Now we can hold enemies in the air.
I feel like the...
So let's try the charge shot.
Over.
That is a one-shot kill. Yeah, that's beautiful. Huh, what the hell is that? Oh, it's one of those bird things. Do I have to fight the bird? Oh, I do. Just shoot it. Bandit's leather. Huh. No markings on the wall.
You and Baz are close. He's your father, correct?
Bather, reputation.
A mother, too. Lost them a few months after the dead invaded. If Baz hadn't found me, I'd have followed them right after.
How odd. You're only alive thanks to the kindness of a stranger.
Don't gods do that?
Not by our own volition.
Ah, shit. I killed that guy. See if there's anyone else around here. Oh shit. Eat a dick. Where is this gonna go? Where is this going? Guess it's just a lift.
Looks like you're a natural.
Okay, some more resources. Oh, shit. Damn. I'm sure her buddy down there probably saw that.
We can get.
Is that a good guy, bad guy?
How about some Sebo?
Oh,
No time
just
for
wants to
that
play fucking games. I wonder if this is like a new camp for us.
I see you kept busy. What are those target dummies for?
This. Thought you'd need the practice.
Where in the pits did you find a musket?
Bandit. Tried to mug me when I was going through the back roads. You haven't used one of those in a while, have you?
Been up close and personal for too long, I guess.
Then you're long past due for a refresher.
Ah, introduction to musket. Well, let's practice it. And then there's perfect reloads, apparently.
Right. Ready, musket. Take aim.
Alright, where's the... Oh, okay, here we go. Sensitivity is a little weird.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Give it a couple more tries, just to be sure. That's my girl.
That wasn't perfect.
That should do it. Got something else for you, too.
Oh? Other than a musket?
Before I forget, here's a breaching barrel. Can never have enough of those.
What would I ever do without you, Baz?
Learn to climb, for one.
I know you didn't want me to join you on that mission to the door, but was there anyone else that didn't want me there?
You mean Harlan?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought when I was skipped over.
Skipped over. You were the first one they picked. I called in every favor I had to replace you. And when Harlan found out...
He volunteered. Because he knew you couldn't do it alone and that I'd kill you both from keeping this from me.
Well, we hoped the dead would beat you to it.
Hmm. So it doesn't seem like I don't have the ability to upgrade, what you call it? The musket yet. Wonder if it just shares the stats with the pistol? Not sure. Man, 4K to upgrade that next. 4K for that. All I need is wood and sulfur for this one. Huh. So yeah, we pretty much got the general gist of how the game's flow is and everything. Of course, not everything's been introduced to us yet, but you know, it was about an hour and 30 minutes in. You kind of get, you know, general concept of what this game is providing, certain things you need to get and do in order to perform and progress. You know, we have our skill system here. And it seems like as it's ever increasingly getting more expensive. I mean, shit, the last at least few abilities up here is going to require 25k, which is pretty fucking crazy. But I mean, here's your little preview of, you know, top menu things. You know, explosive experts. But oh, yep, there is throwable grenades and stuff like that. Powder handling. Piercing shot. So, you can negate armor. Very interesting. And yeah, etc. All that stuff. Exploration seems pretty, you know, it's pretty there. Looks like the open world is more of a corridor-based kind of thing. You know, you have your open areas, but then you have your corridors that lead to somewhat of another open area. And don't know if there's like a shortcut system in place. Doesn't seem like it is a thing in which needs a shortcut. You know, you don't really need shortcuts due to the fact you can fast travel and then explore another thing. And it seems to me there's always like a little rest area before these open areas, because there's a rest area here, which you can use to explore this and rest up again, go to another, you know, before you reach another big open area, another rest area. So it seems like that's going to be the mix, and most likely before we probably reach whatever this is, this could be like a hamlet or something like that, but there's probably going to be a rest area somewhere around here, or, I don't know, where I am right now, there's probably no need for it, and probably a rest area somewhere around this long-ass range. Probably rest area here, and then you probably have this open area, rest area probably here, open area. That's probably how it's designed and built and everything like that. So you get that stuff. But yeah, when it comes to the combat and everything, it feels solid. It's there, you know. Doesn't seem... Yeah, you can't cancel out of it, so when I'm in the middle of an attack, I'd press dodge, like this. You can't dodge out of it. But sometimes it will read the dodge and it will do the dodge afterwards. So when I did that, see, sometimes it will, yeah, there's like a delay input, or input delay in a way when it comes to, it seems to me that the inputs that you push in, depending on your timing of the input, will activate that input after the, assumably the animation of the first input is finished. So there is no input cancellation and all that from what I know. So when I do an attack and I try and block, it seems like you have to actually finish the animation. So, and it does seem to me that there is some iframes when it comes to the actual dodge mechanic. But I noticed though, you see your range when it comes to dodging, you don't move around a lot. Yeah, even when you're jumping. I mean, probably good maneuverability, especially when you're fighting like a very aggressive enemy, is maybe to jump and dodge like that. So when you're locked onto them and all that, you can boom, 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 boom. So movement in the game is pretty good. I've noticed too, instead of doing just a double jump like that and then that, you can do a jump, dodge, jump. So you can kind of combo in different ways when it comes to the double jump and the dodge, or the jump, dodge, jump, and then double jump. You can do that stuff too. And yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of like, you know, action adventure games, and also a fan of Souls-like games, this kind of pretty much meets in the middle. Heard some things that, you know, the characters and all that are not very memorable, and they're kind of like, it's kind of like a lackadaisical kind of a story. So the game's strong points are not really the story and the characters itself, but more to the fact that it's kind of the middle of the line kind of game. There's nothing really too bad with it, you know, when it comes to what it's going to provide. Gameplay is solid, it's nice, it's there. But if you're not a very big fan of, like, you know, Souls-like experiences, or, you know, it kind of go towards more of the action route more than the actual Souls route. But, you know, when it comes to overall mechanics of, like, your currency system, the upgrading system, the resting system, that's where it still has a very big, heavy influence of Souls-like genre. So if you're not a fan of that kind of stuff, you know, it's probably gonna rub you the wrong way. I'm still on my 2-year hiatus when it comes to, or pretty much 2-year sabbatical when it comes to Souls-like genre itself. I'm kind of breaking that fast a little bit by doing this peak play, but I also did that with Liza P. But yeah, I can see myself eventually coming back to this game after my 2-year sabbatical, and I'll probably check this game out later. For it to be a full playthrough, due to the fact that this game has been clocked in around about 12 to 13 hours ish, even doing all the side missions and all that too, leaves me to believe that, oh, this game is not going to be super incredibly long. Probably maybe not too difficult either. I guess it depends on what difficulty you play. And that's what makes this game a little bit more different than, you know, some of your other Souls-like games, is that it actually has a difficulty option. You know, you have your story, you have your normal, and then you have your possessed. So if you want more of a Souls-like experience, more of that difficulty, Possessed is probably going to be more along the lines. If you want more of an action RPG with a little bit of sprinkling of Souls-like, play the difficulty I'm on. It seems like the difficulty I'm on, you can't really make too many mistakes either, because when you get hit, you saw my health bar go down to the point to where I got like 1/3 of my health got taken out, or depending on the enemy and depending on the attack, like half my health gets taken out. So there's that too. So, I mean, I don't know if the game is going to get easier or not. I guess it depends on how much I work on upgrading my materials, as in, like, you know, getting armor and stuff like that too. I have a feeling once I start obtaining armor, I could probably take a lot more, you know, lickings and everything like that, upgrading the armor. I'll become a little bit more beefy, but it depends on how they balance how much damage the future enemies do and what type of enemies get brought into the picture. So that is also going to be part of that equation to put in. So yeah, it just depends on what kind of game you like. And I'm missing my traditional kind of like action, you know, either hack and slashing or action adventure games. Too many of the action games that do catch my eye do tend to get caught up in wanting to be a Souls-like game. I think, personally, for me, I would probably like this game a little bit more if it was along the lines of action adventure instead of Souls-like. If you drop all the Souls-like elements out of this game and become more of an action, you know, kind of like a fighting game in general, action hack and slash, with a little bit more versatile of combat, I would probably like this even more, and you'd probably recommend it more. But with this game, it really just depends on your particular taste, because it blends two genres together to form kind of an experience to where, in a way, it feels like the Souls-like genre is kind of overshadowing another genre, the action adventure genre, in which, you know, it's not really helping each other in a way. Even though the Souls-like, you know, the Souls-like genre is just, you know, kind of like an afterbirth of Metrovanias and action, or not action RPGs, but action adventure games. So I don't know. But I think if you can find this game on sale, it's also on Game Pass too. It's on Game Pass as of this recording, and probably at least another half year to maybe a year, depending on what their contract is. Give this game a chance. Check it out. See if you like it. It's definitely easier than some of the other Souls-like games. A little bit harder than some of your action RPGs because of, you can't really stay in the fight and take too many hits. Huh, interesting. So if you wait there a little long, she'll start humming and all that. Very interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of things kind of going on, but it's also simplistic too. Not a lot, She could just sing a whole song or hum a whole song. Very interesting. Huh. Either way, though, a unique world. The world kind of reminds me of a slight colonial aspect to it, but it's like it's a weird marriage of colonial, like Victorian era mixed with industrial / World War One kind of timeline, but there's magic involved, gods involved. The dead have come back and are going through this crazy gate from, I'm guessing, the Great Under or whatever it's called. So you got that thing, and I am very interested in finding out what is going to happen at the end of the story. So the question is, am I going to do a full playthrough of this game one day? There's a possibility. Is it a high possibility? No. This could turn into Avenged Tries at some point in the future, to where if I don't like the combat after a certain point in period, or if I'm just getting tired, if I'll get tired of it, that is a possibility. But we probably won't see a playthrough of this game, at least from me, probably another year from now or two. Probably two. You probably won't see a playthrough of me doing this and probably until 2026. So that is just the thing of it. So you might not ever see a playthrough. I don't know. It just depends. But overall, I do like what I played. Graphically, it doesn't look bad. It's not like, as I said, jaw-dropping or anything, but it is, they definitely put some time into making sure everything looks clean. Shadows are, you kind of look at the shadows, it's competent, it looks good. Lighting on the skin and everything, it's there. I've noticed though, if you move your character just fast enough, it does have that like aberration effect, where like almost like echoes of your character or echoes of certain, it's probably like frame rate, and probably the engine they built it into is also there. There is atmosphere, there's a little bit of like smoke or fog kind of like within the area. The sky is pretty decent, like clouds. Yeah, pretty decent cloud system, skybox system. The smoke's a little weird though. I've noticed the smoke in the campfire is a little weird. Yeah, but yeah, the lighting system's pretty decent and everything. Yeah, it provides the atmosphere you need in order to grow the world. But yeah, overall, I don't have much else to say about this game except that I just can't wait to get more traditional action adventure games, and just more, more games that look really cool that aren't fucking Souls-like games. Can I get that? I would love a game that looks like Elden Ring, but doesn't have the Souls-like mechanics. That would be, can I just have that? That would be fantastic. I would love that. I don't know. It's just a personal thing that I have. Like, that's why I'm taking a 2-year sabbatical or hiatus from Souls-like games, because I'm tired of the genre. They all feel the fucking same. there's no inventive, like, there's no, like, I can't say the word because it's on the tip of my tongue and it doesn't want to come out, you know, but you know what I mean. They need to breathe new, fresh, you know, life and air into that genre before I think about coming back to Souls-like games, because I played way too many of them. I've beaten way too many of them. I have spent too much of my life playing Souls-like games to keep playing pretty much what is the same games over and over and over again. And I would like to see something different from that genre, or at least an evolution of the Souls-like genre. Because this isn't an evolution, it's more of a marriage between two genres and ideas. But it still doesn't do quite enough in order for me to really be won over it. Is the game bad? No, not from what I played so far. Is the game amazing? Definitely not. It feels like it's being held down because it has too many Souls-like elements to it, and I think that's actually hindering the game more than lifting the game up. And as I said, if it just would throw some of those Souls-like elements away and focus more on the things that could be actually better for the game, I would like it more. But yeah, that's it for Flintlock. You may or may not see it again in the future. That's, you know, hopefully in about a year or two I'll feel different about Souls-like games, but until then, as always,